Hello everyone, today we are talking about XRP, XLM and XDC, three precious metals as demonstrated in the title of the video. XRP being gold when it comes to having true value, XLM being silver, undervalued and overlooked, and XDC being copper, a conduit for trade finance. Do not sleep on copper. You might think it's some metal that's used for electric wire, pipes, but is a conduit that delivers current to power our homes and is a conduit for trade finance. These three projects are equally as valuable as each other, demonstrated in today's video. But before we talk about anything else, we have to talk about the end of the year sale with Decent Wallet. Huge discounts. This is the lowest I've probably ever seen it. $99 per Decent Wallet, £80 if you're from the UK. Huge, insane. And for 2 wallets, $179. Links are down below if you're interested. A lot of value. Stay around to the end of the video. And without further ado, here we go. Okay, so in relation to gold and silver, everything's really based on supply and demand. And gold is more valuable because it's available in smaller quantities. It's not as available as silver. So you could use that in terms of the actual supply available, or there's more of a market available. When it comes to XRP and XLM, there's a more higher market XRP is felicitating. There's more use for XRP. And if you think about the history of gold, its oldest use is mainly on gold coins. And we're talking about digital coins, digital tokens here, mainly purchased by governments, central banks, financial institutions. Sounds a lot like XRP. Now I want to talk about ODL. The ODL is actually being utilized right now as we speak, but not in the way many people think or are actually hoping for. It's not reflecting the prices of XRP. It is being utilized, but I'll talk about in the future when it's utilized to its fullest potential and actually reflecting the price of XRP going up above 39 cents, what we are now. But firstly, we have to talk about what actually is the ODL. So here we have it. Ripple's on-demand liquidity service enables instant payment settlement, enables the need for pre-funded destination accounts, offering best-in-class payouts into markets globally. And some of the benefits include no pre-funding required, real-time settlement, access to global markets in 24/7, 365 days a year, uptime. Now I'm going to show you some examples, try and recognize a common theme with these companies. So here we have, if I can scroll up here, yeah, so Ripple partners with Travelex Bank to bring crypto-enabled payment solutions to Brazil using Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution. We also have here Novati taps ODL to improve Australian remittance payments to Southeast Asia. And the last one, just a couple examples from the past. FOMOPay to utilize Ripple's on-demand liquidity for crypto-enabled treasury management. All these companies that I've chosen, you've seen them on Twitter every couple months or so, are retail-based payment service providers with very strict corridors. They will be using the ODL for either one singular corridor or as an alternate option. And none of this utilization is central banks, which are high value wholesale payments. This is why XRP is gold, towards XLM being silver. XRP for the banks, XLM for the people. Wholesale, retail. You know, it's evident, supply and demand. This is why the price is not going up. There's not enough demand going forward. Now, when will the prices actually move? Well, this is hearsay. It's always hearsay, but I don't know if this person would lie or not, but you have the Bank of America to partner with Ripple for ODL services after XRP lawsuit finishes. So, this was reportedly told by LinkedIn Director, Member of Sales, Nick, saying that Broadcom has made it clear that they're ready to settle with the SEC as long as they get clarity on XRP. I asked him if American companies were waiting on the sidelines to jump in the game once clarity happens. He said absolutely. He specifically said the Bank of America. And this is a huge jump in volume, going from these companies where it's like maybe annual volume of, in the billions, maybe tens of billions, going to hundreds of trillions. Huge difference, huge jump. And going forward with regulations, RTGS systems worldwide. That is what we are looking towards and waiting for. Regulations will allow this process to go seamlessly. Number 3 is market maker increase in price or market making. Realize the majority of liquidity exchanges is provided by market makers, and they have to hold a large amount of whatever coin that they market make. And so when the ODL volume is going up, market makers will market make more ODL XRP exchange pairs. Then companies will be more incentivized to market make even more because of profits to their business. Therefore, the market maker will hold more XRPs. It's an ongoing process with the ODL volume going up. You also might say there's too much of a spread. Exchanges will not be able to provide the liquidity. Well, you might say banks will. Still the same process. Whoever the facilitator of the liquidity is must hold XRP. Therefore, the value is going up. That is the value of XRP. Now we're on to XLM, silver, undervalued and overlooked. Let's actually talk about the usage of the token, which is XLM. Okay, realizing that XLM is needed to pay every transaction. Here's some other examples. 0.5 XLM for every Stellar Asset Trust line in a wallet. 0.5 XLM for every offer wallet places on the SDEX. And 0.5 XLM for every additional signer on a wallet. Also, AMM liquidity pools. 1 XLM per pool. You could argue with such a huge supply, 1 XLM facilitating so many transactions, why would the price really go up? You think about long-term utility adoption, hundreds of millions of transactions going through, supply and demand we are talking about here. Also, when it comes to CBDCs, being a network provider, realizing that Stellar was built precisely with this use case in mind, allowed trusted issuers to create digital representations of their assets. Stellar is uniquely suited to CBDCs precisely because it capitalizes on the trust inherent in asset issuers through a public blockchain. The biggest one I can think of is the Ukraine government partnering with Stellar from a CBDC project. There's so many other use cases, so many more examples when it comes to XLM, especially with retail. I'm not going to include it in today's video because I talked about it a couple of videos ago. In that video with retail, with its use cases for XLM, leave it at the top right for you guys to check out if you want to, and come back to this video. Now, XDC, copper. Funny enough, copper is higher in my portfolio than silver, as mentioned, is a conduit for trade finance. First example we have here is Anigio. Digitize any original document. Paper documents still exist because digital files like PDFs cannot be presented as original documents. Anigio's Trace Original can. It has all the qualities of paper, but it's digital. End-to-end, this makes Trace Original safer, faster, more sustainable, and cost-efficient. Now, you've probably heard about them before because Lloyds Bank completed the UK's first digital promissory note purchase issued by Anigio. And XDC is the underlying infrastructure that Anigio is built upon. XDC is used for document settlement. XDC is a trade finance settlement mechanism. And another example we have here is TradeFinex, a network for trade finance originators to distribute trade assets to the growing class of alternative asset investors. We're seeing XDC liquidity against multi-fiat for settlement. Those are just a couple of examples. If you want more of a full depth analysis on XDC, go and check out this video here. XDC's place in the new financial system. I'll leave it in the top right. Another plug, but it's very good analysis if you want to learn more about that. I don't want to bore my regular viewers. Number 2 is Ethereum 3.0. It can do everything ETH can do, but better. For example here, when you think about the merge, Ethereum was less scalable, less secure, and you saw ETH miners turn to XDC network node after being deserted because they no longer had an incentive. You just have to see if XDC can stand the test of time, which I believe. And I believe if it does, it will be a serious competitor to ETH itself, as being EVM compatible, projects porting over, switching over, enjoying the benefits of the network. And here's some examples of what is being built or on the network. So, regulated Euro provider is now tokenized and live on XDC network. This is huge. Talked about this in yesterday's video. Also, tokenization of gold might be the biggest use case in blockchain right now, as central banks keep stockpiling gold. We talked about this for the past week or so. XDC is ready. Are you? That is pretty much it for today's video. Definitely more of a focus on XRP, more of the majority of time, but we did talk about XLM and we did talk about XDC. All have value. Obviously, silver has a lot more value than copper, but based on my portfolio, XDC has more value than XLM, but they both have different use cases. They all have different use cases. They all have different utility. They are all decent holds. Let me know down below. Do you just hold XRP? Do you hold all three? Do you hold just XDC? Let me know down below. If you want to know more about XDC, check out this video here. XDC's place in the new financial system. If you want to know more about XRP and XLM, check out this video here. But if you made it far in the video, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I'll definitely see you guys in the next one.